अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथामह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारणे वञ्चकल्पद्रव्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। Hare Krishna. A warm good morning and also welcome to our last session of the series of 9-day discussing Ram Katha under the title of Sundara Kanda Saurabham. Our ambition is to cover Sundara Kanda in these 9 days to get a kind of glimpse of the beauty of this part of Ramayana and appreciate the greatness of the Lord, appreciate the greatness of the devotee, appreciate the greatness of the writer Sri Valmiki Muni. And our ambition also includes that we take up serious lessons for our own life transformation. And we are in the last session. I'll try, if I have some time, I kind of summarize once again the whole from day 1 to 9 in a 3-4 minutes. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about Ravana being very much disturbed. So he sent Indrajit, and Indrajit succeeded to bring Hanuman to the royal court, where no one expected what happened thereafter. Neither Ravana expected, neither his people expected, because Hanuman delivered a message in a unique style that no one could dare to do it. His fearlessness, his intelligence, his approach was very unique, because otherwise a royal court would be only glorifying the king. Yeah, here the king was not glorified but was yeah, warned to behave properly, and the best for his own benefit, for his people's benefit, is to return Sita to Ram and ask forgiveness, which Ravan anyway didn't want to take such advices because his ears were closed. Even in Yuddha Kanda we will hear more when we see where Vibhishan was trying to give a lot of counsel, though he was younger brother, but be very exalted. First of all, he's a devotee, and he's also completely in the mode of goodness. And but Ravan had no ears. He had many hands. He had 3 legs. It said he has many heads, but no intelligence to understand. And because of the ego, because of the pride, he was burning in that. Out of that burning, mm, to punish Hanuman, he has asked to burn Hanuman's tail because Vanaras take pride in their tail, and he wanted to make Hanuman remember what mistake he has done from here on, so that he will never do such act again. But he didn't know who is Hanuman. He is the devotee of the Lord. He doesn't care whether the tail is burnt or head is burnt. There is no difference between heads and tails for him. The only thing is he was focused on mission. He was focused on his mission, and he had very nicely played his innings of entering Lanka, giving the message to Sita, and also plans to wind up, but before that, giving a very strong message. So, as initially there, everyone struggled to tie a cloth to the tail of Hanuman, because Hanuman's tail he kept on expanding, and then the cloth, whatever was available, they tried to wind up, and after that, even Ravan wanted to, because he want to close this business as soon as possible. Uh, but when he saw it's not so dignified, mm, and for a king to do this, so Hanuman showed some compassion. So he let himself his tail to be bound by the cloth, and then this tail was dipped in oil, and then this was burnt. Mm. After Hanuman came out, who was pulled by chains, and yeah, there was this hmm, iPad. So when this was happening, in this way, Hanuman was very much ill-treated and became very, very furious. Yeah, and then when he became very furious, he um, didn't uh, show this out of control. Mm. Yeah, rather he had completely control, and out of his own control, he wanted to show uh, when the time comes. What does this mean? What kind of mistake they have done? Uh, if someone is calm, it doesn't mean someone can do anything and everything they like. So the soldiers have tied him, brought him out, and then all this. There were citizens who gathered outside, and even the children of these Rakshasas, right? They were glaring at Hanuman angrily, as if like he is a terrorist uh, who has destroyed everything of their uh, wealth, and they have thrown filth and dirt along the way to just humiliate Hanuman, mm, to express uh, their humiliation, they have caused on. So, and Hanuman, while he was silent, it doesn't mean that he didn't do anything. He was very quickly having his strategy, what to do now. Mm. His strategy, he decided uh, to use this occasion where he will be burnt and dragged on into the streets of Lanka in the daylight. Mm. Before last day, he entered Lanka in dark, and then he waited for the right time, so in the darkness, so no one can see. But he now will get the opportunity. And what does this opportunity means is to really understand what are the strengths and weaknesses of Lanka. Yeah. After all, if there is a deadline of 1 month, if one has to come back and return, what do you call, win the battle and release Sita in 1 month, so there is no much time. The time it may take is even to just come there, and after that, hmm, how to cross, and after that, what are the strengths and weaknesses. So Hanuman wanted to use this time to um, use this unplanned parade, mm, or a kind of mistake of Lankans of giving this opportunity he want to use for his best. So Hanuman eyes had been capturing every tiny detail where he was being taken, where he was. He marked every house which is prominent, where prominent ministers stayed. In that way, and then he was seeing where are the weapons usually stored and where is the liquor houses that are there and everything. Uh, and after he had seen, now he allowed his anger to show uh, the real heat. Mm. This anger is like fire. Mm. And then Hanuman roared loudly, and then this scared all the Rakshasas, and they thought, thinking, "Oh, let me escape." Everyone ran away. Uh, whoever were who whoever tied him with the chains and were dragging Hanuman just with scream and breaked, released himself, and then with this the Rakshasas who caught hold of him and were dragging him, they flew in different directions, fell down, and before they uh, no, as soon as they fell, their skulls even crashed out of that mm, pressure force. And now Hanuman, he grew big and broke all the shackles that were there, and then his burning tail had started to begin to swing here and there, and then with this swinging, what he was doing, he was lighting up the houses that were around him, and uh, mm, now whatever anger, mm, he used it for his fun, where he first saw everything and now he started burning everything, whatever came, and um, he um, the Rakshasas were unable to control, they were scared, and he began setting fire to the beards and mustaches of the Rakshasas who were there, and he ran, everyone screaming around, and Hanuman was laughing, and he continued to lit up the houses and the streets and everything within no time. Within no time, everything was burnt. Mm. And Hanuman very carefully ensured that uh, he didn't damage, he didn't destroy Vibhishan's house. Yeah, Vibhishan, yeah. Hanuman very quickly recognized Vibhishan to be the devotee of the Lord, and out of his mode of goodness, out of he who actually, when Ravan wanted to kill, it was he who um, spoke the wise words and made Ravan uh, not to kill him. So, out of gratitude and out of a gesture of uh, yeah, gratitude and appreciation of his devotion, Hanuman left this one place. mm, uh, um, of course, Valmiki ji mentions clearly that it is not necessary that Hanuman require Vibhishan's support. Even if Ravan would have come to kill, Hanuman very well knows how to escape. But appreciating whatever, this is also what we may think, yeah, I don't need someone's service. But if someone is extending his service, we should be very thankful for it. It's not that we cannot do it, but because he has come up with helping us as a gesture of that is coming as a and as a reciprocation, one has to also honor him and serve him. Mm. So here we see that Vibhishan house was spared, and mm, I think I didn't cover this point, but Hanuman, yeah, yeah. Usually we see Lanka is a place where there is only adharma, because the ruler is adharma. But in that adharma, there is also always there will be dharma. Even in Kali Yuga, even in the 21st century, we may think that everything is going down, everything is bad, everything is this is not at all place to live. But still, there will be saints, there will be sadhu sang, one has to come in contact with them and benefit here. So Hanuman targeted all the marketplaces uh, to drag down the Lanka economy also, because when everything, it all depends how much assets one has, so that he can continue to in the battlefield. Yeah, you just imagine if there is no food store, no ration, nothing. How can they manage? Hmm? So he burnt all the marketplaces so that economy will be down. And Hanuman watched. He just went not only in the lower areas. He went also onto this palace where Ravan was there. He also burnt the houses which are surrounding his palace, and then he also went onto the top of the dome. He also broke something there, burnt something, this golden dome. Everything was only fumes. He was seeing from the top, and he realized that how come so quickly such huge fire mm, is um, yeah, everything is burning so quickly. He understood it is because of the Vayu. After all, yeah, his father also wants to favor his son. So what he did, he arranged 41 kinds of winds through which he can burn the Lanka. And not only Vayu, Agni, yeah, Vayu's friend Agni. Anyway, it's fire. So he intensified the strength of the intensity of the fire. Yeah, that way the burning was quicker. And then Indra was also supporting by rains, by rains of not water, but rains of oils, through which that can intensify the burning. In that way, a complete place was put on fire. And then there were some evacuations that were going on to very quickly escape this. And some thought, it looks like a destruction dance. What is this? Uh, Tāṇḍava of Lord Shiva at the time of dissolution. Um, as the fire raged, uh, Hanuman, uh, he was lighting and then going, and Lankans began to jump into lakes, water, to take shelter of water, so that they won't burn. Some jumped into the ponds, fountains, and they were already very quickly full. No more. They were already occupied, and remaining people, as quickly as possible, they reached the sea and they just jumped into the sea. Um, so they rushed towards the ocean. In that way, uh, in this way, Hanuman was creating all chaos there. He clearly went from spot to spot, burnt everything, and then um, he broke the Lanka flag, and threw it down. Um, and then finally, yeah, this fire business is little more describable, but yeah. So anyway, so this burning, everything was. mm, causing smile in the face of Hanuman, but causing extreme pain and anger in the heart of Ravana. Mm. Um, uh, then he couldn't believe his entire effort that Hanuman has put. All of a sudden, he realized is just waste. Huh? Yeah, it appears as if like, okay, oh, what did I do? Huh? It's nice I burnt, it's nice whatever strategy I have, but I am not careful enough to actually safeguard Sita. This is what he was thinking. Huh? Uh, mm, um, this is what he felt very mm, pained, by not to be very vigilant. And then he came to the Ashoka Vatika, and then he saw Sita Devi alive. The tree was safe. Sita Devi is safe, and not just that. something else touched him very much is that Sita Devi was praying for the safety of Hanuman, and that that broke his heart. Mm, uh, not in kind of sadness, but in the love of his mother, Sita Devi, when she was praying for Hanuman. And first of all, he saw that she is safe. The second thing is that um, he in his anger, he didn't commit a grave mistake. mm, Rather, he saw she is safe, and he left after this very important. Mother Sita saw him, uh, and she was relieved because after all she is praying for Hanuman. She saw Hanuman is safe. Yeah, not that the Rakshasas have burnt him or killed him. No, but then still she reminded that go, but there is only one message. What is that? You only have 1 month time. In that 1 month already, one day is gone. Mm. So here we see, of course, there is also understanding that Sita, yeah, when we talk about in Yuddha Kanda that Sita Devi entered fire, the fire could not touch any. That is another thing. So the purity and the power of Sita is that fire cannot harm her. Mm. And then Hanuman also realized that I am surprised that I am not burnt. It's mainly now understand because it's the grace of Sita. It's not my greatness. It is only by the blessings of Ram and Sita that because I realize now that my body is yeah, when someone is in the fire, yeah, then body should be very hot, or some burning or something. Hanuman realized nothing happened. In fact, my body is as if like I have come from a cooler, cooling all the time. So he thought um, that yes, this is all because of Sita, and then he um, um, went, he prayed, and then he left. So he reassured that, yeah, Sita, that okay, um, uh, he will go and come back and relieve her. Uh, he, of course, once again asked that, okay, I can relieve you now, but he understands that she once again says that uh, I want all this reputation of the disaster that is going to happen uh, uh, for my Lord. So there is 1 month time and then come back. So then Hanuman, after he has burnt everything, he went to the ocean and then put off the tail, and then he climbed on a mountain called Mount Arishta. Mm. Arishta, which was extremely beautiful and scenic. It is nicely carpeted with lush green grass and everything, very nice. Um, and it was coming out of the sea, as if like it was, yeah, in the sea. Hanuman, just like how he has taken off from Mahendra mountain, mm, here he jumped. But what happened now? The thrust with which he jumped, uh, this Arishta mountain just sunk inside the water, and also even kind of um, could not withstand, and sunk into the earth. Mm. It sank into the earth and then even ceased to exist. So here we understand that uh, um, when the blessings of the Lord is very powerful, we may think that okay, we have accomplished something in our life, but behind everything, yeah, it is the Lord's blessings. Mm. The we may think that I didn't pray, but so because I didn't pray, so the blessings are not there. No, because our parents would have prayed for us, that blessings would count. We have done something good in the last lives, that will count. It's nothing by chance that we are enjoying good life today. Uh, it's the shelter that we have, mm, is still because of a reason, because we attracted the Lord's reciprocation, and we should be very, very grateful for that. Mm. So anyway, now um, Hanuman, yeah, he started flying back. Yeah, he flew. He taken off from this Mount Arista, and then he was flying across this ocean in the other direction or returning, and he was screaming on the way, "Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram," and then the joy of victory, the joy of victory is filled all over, and when the Vanaras who were eagerly waiting for his their friend, to come. So they were eager, and then um, when this victory roars that were coming from Hanuman fell in the ears, they were also very jubilant because they know now something is there, uh, whom uh, they have been very patiently waiting, and now they see. Uh, Jambavan, he recognized that this voice. Uh, we know that when a voice came, Sugriv thought that it's that Vali was dead. No, but when a wise person hears, he understands what voice it is. So it's a voice of victory. And then he met Sita. He, if he hadn't, his roar couldn't have been so boisterous, so loud, and so clear, and so happy. Mm. Those who were on the cliff began to hoot and scream Jai, and then um, Hanuman landed on Mahindra hill, mountain, and then he had taken off, taken 2 days, yeah, 1 day to go do his business and come back. And all the Vanas were very excited, so that they all climbed the peak to welcome Hanuman. Mm and they plucked fruits and roots along way until they reached the spot where he sat. And then they asked, as soon as Jambavan and Angad appeared, Hanuman, he stood and offered his respects to them. Um, Jambavan embraced him, offered a wonderful garland, mm, and appreciated immensely. And when Hanuman announced he met Sita, all the Vanaras began celebration. Some thought, who thought this can happen? It was a mission impossible, hmm, but Hanuman made it possible. Hmm. And once everything was excitement came to a lighter note, then Hanuman narrated everything what happened and what is the condition. And as Hanuman continued to describe Mother Sita's situation, everyone who were seated there, they started crying. Oh, and um, but they were saying, okay, in spite of such uh, pathetic condition, the determination that Sita shows, uh, um, and they were very, and seeing the Hanuman's courage, devotion, and humor, humility, all these qualities, they understood. Um, and on the way, how Mainak has offered his hospitality. Everything, when Hanuman detailedly explained, the Vanaras were relieved, and they all they want now go to Kishkinda, hmm, so that they can give this news, which is ever to the one who were eagerly waiting. Yeah, and it's already 2 months, not just 1 month, and 2 months already taken, and Hanuman want to yeah, not Angad too want to give this wonderful message, and then um, so in that way, we see that Hanuman has become successful, and he now comes with his troop back to Kishkinda where Ram is just waiting. Ram, Sugriv was on the top of the Malyavanta mountain, and he was seeing where Ram and Lakshman were there, and then they saw a huge pandemonium, who came along with Sugriv, the whole army from all parts. He called for everyone is present, and right in the middle of this large army, uh, they saw Hanuman coming. Hanuman, Lord Ram's eagerness and anxiety intensified as he watched um, this last troop which is coming from south, which is returning. And of course, he was not sure what he may hear. Mm. And Ram was um, going through mm, uh, anxiety or a pressure situation, what news he may have to hear, uh, because that is the only truth, that is the only hope. So, heart wants to hear only good, but mind is saying anything can come, anything may happen. So Hanuman, yeah, in that big crowd, he conveyed his message to Ram that he found Sita. mm, but it was too far, and Hanuman Ram could not um, assure that what he heard is correct. Meanwhile, all the Vanaras from Angad's troop, they started talking at same time, and was not clear. He could see the excitement of all of the Vanaras, but not understand, conclude what was it. And then, hmm, um, so finally, Hanuman bent his head low, touched lotus feet of Lord Ram, offered his respects, and Ram and Lakshman, uh, yeah, mm, had tears of joy in their eyes, irrespective of what is the news. Um, at least he had seen Hanuman. When Ram saw the respect and worship that Hanuman was offering, uh, even to the direction of Sita was. So after offering, Ram and Lakshman offer in the southern direction, he offered, and all the Vanas they narrated, and finally Ram, after hearing patiently, he asked Hanuman. mm, he because he had so much trust at even not so many words, even single word that comes from Hanuman, uh, so is more assuring. So he assessed Hanuman assessed Ram's mood, and based on that he started saying uh, answered questions. Ram asked the question, is Sita alive? What is this? Why is Ram asking this question? Yeah, it's clear for everyone, they thought. Everyone were surprised to hear this first question. Because after meeting Sita, he had understood, mm, Hanuman understood that the love between Ram and Sita is so deep, so deep. When Ram was leaving Ayodhya, yeah, what happened? He said, Sita, don't come. Forest is very, very scary and not comfortable, dangerous. And she said, when you are there, I scare nothing. But for 1 year, or close to 1 year, Sita is away from Ram. That separation, Ram wanted to check whether Sita could handle, could manage somehow. So that's why his first question was, uh, he, Ram's always this was ringing. That's the reason he asked this question. And Hanuman said, Mother Sita is eagerly waiting uh, to leave her body, not eagerly waiting for you to come. She's saying that yeah, she's just at that verge of leaving, uh, leaving her body in your she could not bear your separation anymore. But her soul doesn't allow her to depart because she thinks that if she gives up herself, then if Ram will come to know, even he will not um, be alive, he will cease to exist. So that's how she is keeping herself. Uh, um, So in that way, Hanuman explained, her focus is uh, like a lock that has kept her secure because of her meditation in you. If the only reason why she is there, otherwise she would just open that door. You know what is the door? The door to um, um, yeah, to leave the world and go. The door is open, but it's closed just because she's meditating on you. Yeah. And she is always remembering you, chanting your name, Ram, Ram, Ram. Uh, and yeah, so that kept her. And in this way, and he says, Mother Sita asked me to convey that her body is like cotton and uh, that you are like fire. Mm. uh, which kept too close to this fire in a windy condition, and that wind is her breathing, and that fire is you, and because of that she is alive. Uh, so in that way, he was saying that um, explaining the condition of Sita, uh, and then he conveyed that Sita Devi is waiting, but she gave a deadline of 1 month, and within 1 month, she wants that uh, we go and release her. She was ready to take all hardships, but she want that all the reputation and the fame of releasing her goes to you. Mm. So she is waiting for you. Mm. And all this, when Hanuman said this, then Ram had realized. Of course, in the first instance, already Ram realized who is Hanuman. He is very rich in words. Whatever the message, even now he is conveying so carefully. He didn't speak much about his glories. He didn't speak what he did. He didn't. Uh, yeah, of course, whatever he was telling to Vanaras after he returned from Lanka, he was just telling everything what happened and what he has done. Yeah, it was like a fellow friends where he shared, yeah, this is what. But when it came to sharing what happened to Ram, he selected his words precisely so that there is only important message. What is that? It's about Sita, the main mission. He gave updates about it. And then Ram asked question, where is Sita? Mm. And Hanuman continued, right in the middle of the southern ocean, and there is this Lanka. In the middle of that Lanka, there is a Ashok Vatika. In the middle of Ashok Vatika, there is a Shinshupa tree, and just there is where Sita. And Sita is sitting under the tree, crying for her beloved Ram. Mm. And then Sita, who had a most prosperous existence, like Lakshmi itself, uh, is now in shok. Yeah, Lakshmi, who is goddess of fortune. Yeah, fortune means happiness, but she herself is in the grief, and uh, she is determined not to succumb to Ravan, uh, but is um, more pain, experience more pain not because of Ravan, but she is experiencing more pain due to the separation of you. Mm. Uh, when I gave her this ring, she took it into her hand as if she were holding your hand, as if she's holding your face, handsome face. Mm. So in that way, Hanuman was explaining. Then he told everything what Sita Devi said, and he also showed what Sita Devi gave this Chudamani. And then, yeah, Hanuman gave this Ram with so many um, torrents of tears that were flowing with his eyes. He was not able to see uh, this. What is this? Hmm. Chudaman, is it from Sita? He asked Lakshman to cross confirm. But Lakshman said, "Oh, I have never seen. I have only seen only Sita Mata's max anklets." Hmm. Anyway, so Ram confirmed, yeah, this story of Kakasura that Sita Devi explained or narrated, and this identity that he brought, and um, um, so he also told, I have given so many to come with me, take I can take, but she refused, giving so many reasons. She all want is that this fame goes to you. And when Ram was hearing, uh, he was going through quick transitions of different feelings. He went through very sad that his Sita is in big trouble, in lot of inconvenience, but still she wants to. She's thinking the glories of myself. So anyway, so Hanuman. mm, said, after I spoke to Sita, my mission was complete. But then Hanuman asked, Ram asked, why did you burn Lanka? Because here we see that, then um, the mysterious smile of Ram and mystical, puzzling question of his, why did you burn? Everything is okay, but why did you burn? Then Hanuman said, my mission, I thought it is only to convey the message to Sita, but it was you who who uh, uh, it is because of you. I thought, okay, I need to do more. Then Ram was surprised why, and then in the whole narration he was saying when Trijata got a dream, and in that she said there is a Vanara, and then he burns everything to ashes. So this is what, I thought this is not in the plan, but it is your providence in the form of this. It came, so I thought okay, that is required, and then that's how, yeah, I served what came up, and in that way I just allowed things to happen. When Indrajit came, I was myself, yeah, caught in this Brahma Pasha, and then after going there, I didn't desire that Ravan should lit my tail, but it's what you, without your permission, how can something happen? So don't blame me. It's because of you, your desire. That's why I did it. So, and then uh, uh, the way that Hanuman explained, of course, I made it very short. It's already 8 o'clock, I think, 8:20 even. So the way that Hanuman has put the logic and justification, everyone were captivated by that, and Ram stood up, expressed his gratitude to Hanuman um, for taking all the trouble to find Sita. And he was thinking, if this would have been Ayodhya, I would have given everything to you, but I am here in a forest, I don't have anything. The only thing I can give you is an embrace. Accept this. And usually, uh, we know Acharya says that when we offer our obeisances, or when we offer our hug to someone, this means that we are offering ourselves to him. And what can be the biggest, even if whole Ayodhya is given, that is nothing compared to the Lord himself giving himself to Hanuman. So it means that Ram is saying, I am yours. Hmm? And this is what devotee. If we want to have uh, our own success in devotion, this is what it means, that Lord himself want to offer himself to the devotee. So that is the perfection of devotion. And Ram continued to speak. He said, "O Hanuman, this is what I can give is my loving embrace." And after he embraced Hanuman, he, yeah, he was completely melted inside, and He considered himself fortunate enough to receive this embrace, which is even hankered by great sages. Even they can't have it. Hmm. With that embrace, Hanuman got the inspiration to do what? Huh? To dedicate his life in the service of Lord Ram. It's not that, okay, this is success and over. No, actually, that inspired him further that what else can I do? Because this is the best prize I get. I would like to dedicate my life for the Lord's mercy. So, in that way, everything is very touching. And after that, Ram, yeah, he turned towards Sugriv, and Sugriv turned towards everyone there. And then the only thing they have is uh, to the south. Let's all of us head to the south, and that's what happened just because of one hero, um, Hanuman, who found where Mother Sita is. Who not only found where Mother Sita is, he also has had um, made everyone happy mm, with his service. Everyone, whether it is the Vanaras, whether it's Sugriva, his master, whether it is the Lord, Ram, Sita, mm, everyone. Of course, not the Lanka Vasis, because they didn't see the good in it. They thought it's only uh, hurting their ego and distractions. But we see that what Hanuman has done is beautiful, very beautiful. That's the reason this part of Ramayana is named Sundara Kanda. Yeah, thank you very much. And once when I was speaking about this, I somehow identified and I call this Kanda not just Sundara Kanda, but also I call this as Kanda of fire, because here we see there is fire of anger of Sampati. Sampati, uh, but then this fire was put off when Hanuman narrated whole Ram Katha. Yeah, the fire of Sampati was what? It was very hungry. Yeah, this hunger, fire of hunger of Sampati wanted to eat. But then when Hanuman at the time he was speaking to boost the spirit of all the Vanaras, Hanuman was started speaking the Ramayana. So in that way, when the story came to the point where Hanuman said that great Jatayu, then Sampati thought, oh, someone is talking about my brother, and then uh, and Hanuman in this way settled down by Hanuman when he glorified Ram and talked about Jatayu, that fire is put off. Mm. The second fire is the fire uh, of was proud of Surasa. Mm. This fire of pride, na? Sometimes what happens is that the pride of competition. If you don't take such pride, there is no competition. Okay, healthy competition can be favorable, but harmful and envious. This is, yeah, Surasa's proud is also kind of fire. Yeah, after a certain level, we can't control. Just like fire is out of control, pride makes one mm, lose focus, lose balance, lose oneself, and burn in that fire. So, what Hanuman did, he crushed it. And then next fire, fire of pride is again of Lankini. Lankini thought she was doing a great job. I think we also have this. After all, I'm Swami. What do we call this? Mm, Swami Bhakti. Yeah, or Desa Bhakti. When we don't understand where to keep it properly, then someone has to punch us down to get understand that we are becoming racists, that thinking that I am Indian, I am European, or I am male, I am female. All these are false identities. The real identity is I am the servant of the Lord. And what is the Swami Bhakti? Real Swami Bhakti is really taking shelter and serving the Lord. So if one does not, then this fire of pride that I am this, I am that, this false identity, it is called upadhi. We take shelter of so many things that I am, like just like sometimes someone is saying, hey, I am a manager, that is my upadhi, or I am uh, social, what do you call this, mayor or something. All these positions, statuses, we are nothing. As long as we keep thinking that I am that thing, then yeah, we need some saint to enter in our life to punch it out. So then the fourth fire, the fire of separation of Mother Sita, uh, uh, was kind of coming to a climax where Sita Devi in that fire she wanted to give herself, yeah, she wanted to leave the world, she wanted to die, but it was Hanuman who came, who calmed down by his uh, very strategic, intellectual. Um, uh, Glorification of Lord Ram, and that way he saved, and he put off that fire of separation. Then next is the fire of fighting spirit of Rakshasas. That fighting spirit of Rakshasas, how he just burnt it by the fire that was lit to his tail. They thought with that fighting spirit they can torture, they can take revenge, and they can take pleasure by harming, by hurting, by killing Hanuman, but he simply put off fire with fire. Mm. And then last fire, fire of Ravana's lust for Sita. This fire, mm, in which Ravan is anyway burning. Ravan is anyway burning, and because he is burning, he is also a danger to Lanka, because in his fire of lust, everything eventually, this is what we will see in Yuddhakand, that everything, I mean, already we saw that one third of the army is burnt, uh, and all his assets and uh, what do you call this, wealth and yeah, assets are already burnt. Um, and yeah, much more will come. But Hanuman has also uh, did his initial uh, mm, initial damage as a starting of that, and that will end in Yuddha Kanda when the Lord Himself comes and shoots the arrow uh, and releases him from that pride. Thank you very much. So for hearing patiently last 9 days, and yeah, just we took one part. We could have gone even more detail, but then we cannot do it in 9 days. We would need more time because of the gesture here, or ambition here is to just give a taste of uh, Ram Katha. I anyway know that all of you already have that taste and also interest and eagerly want to continue hearing more and more, read more and more. Mm. My humble attempt is that using this opportunity and tune for this very day, which is the Lord's appearance day, Sri Ram Navami Mahotsava Ki Jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for this. Last 9 days has been really wonderful, Prabhuji, especially the way you related Sundara Kanda with our real life and also the glories of the Lord. It was very nice, and we are grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. And we could finish in 8:30. So in our Any
you, Prabhuji,
questions?
for your wonderful lectures every day. So glorious. And every day we are in the remembrance of Hanuman, who is a great devotee of Rama and develop some qualities. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that we take some, need not be all the lessons because already a lot of lessons are there. Some lessons where we can start, apply them, and become fearless. Yeah, whatever we want to take, let's take few and then apply them. Then we can go a step ahead. Okay, then thank you so much, and looking forward for today evening. We'll have a wonderful celebration in Gauradesh Kalon Temple today evening. Everyone who is around, most welcome. And anyway, if we miss this, there is a second chance, 1st of April. I think all of us have already registered ourselves for the program, and we will have a great time then. Thank you very much. Anchakalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhu bhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Sri Valmiki Muni ki jai. Sri Rama Sita Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.